Okay, students, now I'm going to share the screen with you all. Just wait for 1 minute. In the meanwhile, please, all of you students, please take out your books, your lead pencil, as well as your diaries in your hand and open the page number 52. Open the page number 52. Hope so my screen is now clear to you all. Okay, if my screen and my voice is clear to you all, please show me the thumbs up sign. Now I'm going to start our today's lecture. We are focusing on the lesson number 2. We all are focusing upon lesson number 2. Sorry, it's lesson number 4, the big screen. Today's topic we are discussing are listening strategies and use of English, and take out the page number 52 and 53 for that purpose. Please take out the page number 52 and 53 for that purpose. Okay, on the page number 52, you all can see that there is an activity that is named as a listen. Listen to a brief history of cinema. Write the order that the word in activity 2 appear in the radio interview. So, in the track number 21, there is a radio interview that is conducted from a lady uh, who tell us about the history, who tell us about the history of cinema. Okay, sorry. So there is a story of the lady who is telling us about and who was discussing about the history of the cinema, and on the focusing upon that history of the cinema, and after the listening of that history of cinema, I answer out these fill in the blanks. You all need to hold your pencils, lead pencils in your hand. You all need to hold your lead pencils in your hand to, to answer me and to write down the answer on your books with me. Okay. So here we are focusing on the one listening strategy, that is listening of a specific information. You have to listen all the things, but you need to focus on the specific information. Specific information mean you need to focus on the important information. When you listen, notice any date often guide you about the important information. Whenever you are going to noticing something, you need to focusing upon the dates, because date are the something that helps you to understand the thing and to memorize the things. Now hold your pencil in your hand and just look at your books as well as on your screen. Listen it again and complete the timeline. After listening that, I have completed that timeline for you students. You need to please complete these answer on your books. In 1891, the first film projector. In 1891, first film projector was cleared. An audience saw the moving picture for the first time. The audience saw the moving picture on camera for the first time in 1895. In 1907, pupils started to watch silent picture in cinema. This was the first time when the pupils start to watch the silent picture in cinema. In 1912, Dash was sold in cinema. First time the popcorn was sold in cinema in 1912. Now move toward the E1. Dash, the first film war with sound. In 1927, the first film was played with sound. In 1928, Dash first appeared in a film. Mickey Mouse first appeared in a film in 1928. 1935, the first movie filmed in color. So this is the answer of the four. Question number 4. Listen again and complete the timeline. For answering that task and that thing, you need to first listen the track number 21 from the CD1. Now move toward the page number 53. Page number 53. You can also see on your screen there is a past simple passive voice. So passive sentences we are going to focus. We use this passive from to talk the event that happened in the past, and most of our focus is on the event, not on the person. Whenever we are talking in the passive voice, we focus more upon the event more than the person. As the example is shown on your screen, in 1891, the first film projector was invented. So, ये पैसिव वॉइस है. जब आप पैसिव वॉइस यूज करते हैं, you need to use the third form of verb with was and verb. With was and verb आपको third form of verb use करनी है whenever you are focusing on the passive voice. Keep it clear in your mind. Popcorn was first sold. Sold is the second form in the cinema in 1912. So you need to use the the third form of verb. If we want to mention the person who did the action, we use by. Whenever we are going to use the person for the action, we use by. The first film projector was invented by the Edison Company. So these are the examples. On focusing on the base of that examples, you need to answer the question number 6 on your books. On your page number 53, there is a question number 6, and the question is complete these sentences with the radio report. Use the correct form of verb in the box with the sentence needs by. So there are the list of the words that are written here: call, film, make, show, and play. You need to answer the questions with the help of these boxes and these words in the boxes. In 1895, the first moving picture dash to an audience. So in dash में क्या आएगा? Was shown. The music dash a pianist in the cinema. So what come in the dash was played. These early film dash in black and white. So what comes in the dash were made. These film dash talkies. These films were called talkies. The first movie dash in color in 1935. The first film, the first movie was filmed in color in 1935. So these are the answers. Please note it down on your books with the help of your lead pencils. Have you done that? If you have done that, please show me your answers in the chat box that you have done or not. Okay, that's good. Now move towards the activity. But this is an activity that you need to do on your English B copies. This is an activity that you need to do on your English B copies. Correct the errors in these sentences and use with the use of English box to help you. So आपने क्वेश्चंस को करेक्ट करना है, जो कि अंडरलाइन वर्ड्स है उनको करेक्ट करना है रिगार्डिंग योर past simple passive sentences. The first film starting Mickey Mouse was made in the 1920. So what will be the correction? The first film starting Mickey Mouse was made in 1920. Second question. The Madagascar films was shown in the cinema all over the world. So the Madagascar films were shown in the cinema all over the world. Now move towards the third one. The first full-length animation film were called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The first full-length animation film was called, because the film was only one, so it was called the Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. Okay, now move towards the next one. The computers wasn't used to make the animation films in 1940s. The computer wasn't used to make, wasn't used, Aida, because we are using here the passive voice. And in the passive voice, you need to use the third form of verb. Now move toward the fifth one. When was the first cartoon created? So the answer is, when was the first cartoon created? This is it for today. This is your diary of today. Do the activity 1 on your English B copies. Do the activity 1 on your English B copies. Please note down your diaries. Hopefully you have all note down your diaries. Okay, students. Now your